Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation that you find yourself in. And as always, we have our 3 piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using. I will show you the reverse side of these cards now in case that helps with your selection, and I will leave you with your selection. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the yellow little turtle, then this will be your reading. So this yellow little turtle actually came from one of my dad's clients. Got to catch up with dad over the holidays, and he's a support worker, and one of his clients made some really cool little turtles and also some pyramids, which will hopefully be chosen for pick a card soon. But anyway, you got the yellow turtle. And I'm going to connect that to the solar plexus, of course, with the yellow color, especially given that the others were orange and red. So solar plexus is our power center, as many of you already know. I've got some actually cool affirmations that might stand out to you. I make empowered decisions. I am responsible for my life. I act with courage and strength. I am ambitious and capable. Ambitious feels like that stands out a lot for you guys. I'm strong, powerful, and confident. I'm beautiful inside and out. It's also a center of our healthy expression of our emotions. And the turtle symbol makes me think of, as we know, like the tortoise and the hare, slow and steady wins the race. So some of you might also feel like protection is necessary, or you're just feeling a little protective with that shell in the turtle message. But namely, I feel like it's about progressing slowly and being connected to that solar plexus energy. Let's put that folder away. Okay, so let's jump into this reading, group 1. And I know I haven't done the announcement for the winner yet, but I've just been enjoying a little break, and I'll get into that as soon as I can. But anyway, the main energies in your reading, we've got the Pisces energy, Aquarius is here, Sagittarius, Cancer, as well as Gemini. So that could be you, someone you're dealing with, but it doesn't matter too much. We'll start with the past energy. You've got the 7 of Wands, the High Priestess, and the Star. Okay, so when I look at this, I immediately feel like you know that you are destined for something brilliant. There's something that you have hope to manifest. You know that there's something aligned for you. You're moving into that part of your life where you actualize something that you know is divinely destined for you. And however, the 7 of Wands makes me feel like it's been a bit of a fight to get there. You've had to work really, really hard. With the 7 of Wands, it's like defending yourself or your choices. It's standing up against adversity. Sometimes maybe some of you have been dealing with some drama or accusations, and you've had to defend yourself or stand up for what you believe in. Some of you, this could be on a more political stage. Some of you, it could be around your family situation unfolding. Who knows? But 7 of Wands is someone who really needs to stand up for what they believe is right. And I think it can be that small, detailed, like as in a moment unfolding, or it could be more of like I was touching before, like a bigger timeline where it's like you've actually had to work really hard to rise up against all odds, perhaps, or against naysayers, or whatever it may be. But the High Priestess and the Star here shows that there's some divine message, and that you know, like intuitively you know, that there's something aligning for you, and you've got hope for really good things to unfold this year and in the future. I will need to do a 2026 reading, but it didn't feel like the day-to-days, but I will get it done probably sometime through this January month, an overhead of the year coming. But anyway, let's jump into the week ahead energy for you. That was the past energy. So we're starting the week with the 9 of Wands. This is a card of perseverance and resilience. This person is a little exhausted, and especially coming off this energy, you may have been just sort of resting after a bit of a fight, or maybe a really hard year last year, or goodness knows what this is for you. But this person, like it's called the Wounded Warrior. She has a bandage on her head. The experience has definitely affected this person, but they're not giving up. This is a card of resilience. And the 7 of Swords is next, which is a card of strategy. So even though you may be exhausted and tired, you're pushing on through, and you're, I think, keeping things close to your chest. The Wheel of Fortune, Four of Pentacles is next. So any plans you have at the moment to create fortune in your life, or big changes that may be happening, you're keeping it under lock and key. You're keeping it to yourself, and that's an important thing. I feel like things you're working on right now are private, or they're important, that they're nurtured for whatever reason, so that they're not judged critically or destroyed before they get the chance to live. It's also a message here of saving your money, maybe financial strategies in place this week. Maybe you've got extra bills, or you just really focus on saving your assets, your finances. This person's protecting what's important and making sure that everything's taken care of. Last card of the week is the Ten of Wands, which makes me feel like I can see why your other cards are here, basically, because this is a bit of extra pressure that you don't really need to put on yourself. Like, I want to hold this card up straight away. This is a Wisdom of the Oracle card that I've asked for the prosperity message, and you got breathe. And I kind of want to almost read that straight away for you. I just feel like you're carrying a little bit more pressure or responsibility than you need to at the moment. It doesn't mean that everything's doom and gloom and against you. That's not it. It's just that I think you're rising up out of something at the moment, and it does take a little extra perseverance and effort on your part, but at the same time you're just reminded to take it easy and keep your plans nice and quiet, simplify things, save your money. The Four of Pentacles is also a card of like learning to say no to other people. They can take care of their own stuff. If it's not your responsibility, try not to take it on. You may be noticing where you're taking on too much by the end of the week because of that Ten of Pentacles. So in the area of challenge, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, the World. So for some of you, you may have this is interesting. So Queen of Pentacles can be investments and business success. It can be like skill development. Like, this is an expertise level because it's the Queen of Pentacles. She's got a lot of abundance already around her. And with the Seven of Cups, it's the energy of overwhelm or confusion or feeling like you're not sure what's the right path for you. So there might be some changes financially for you, or changes with your investments. The World is here because something is going to come to an end, and that might be what the challenge is. It's something's evolving, it's something's going to finish up, and then something new is going to start. That's the thing with the World. It's not just an ending, it's also a new beginning. But it's like, maybe you're finishing up an old profession and you're like, where do I go from here? That sort of thing. Or maybe where you're living is you're packing up to move, and say, where are we going to move to? Whatever it is for you, like it's a worldly decision. It affects your finances, it affects the logistics of your living situation, potentially, your career space, those that you are taking care of, your dependents, these sorts of things. So there's a lot of uncertainty perhaps, and maybe even emotional cloudedness or overwhelm around the future. But just, the World here is because there is a cycle that's ending and beginning. In what will help with your challenge, I love to see this. This is the Page of Pentacles, and it really summarizes that, because the Page of Pentacles is that fresh beginning in a new project, a new adventure. It is motivation towards something that you're starting to build an idea. Like, this person's got a map now. They're on the way. The Pentacles here, the coin bag, shows that they've got just enough to get them to their destination. They'll figure the rest out when they get there. But at the moment, you've got what you need to take the steps at this present time. So, and these are maybe small steps. They may be just beginnings of something, because it is a page. Maybe with the Queen here, like, you've already accomplished so much, but now it's time to accomplish something new and start again, or start something fresh. It doesn't promise the success of this venture, but it does show that you're at the beginning stages, and it really is what will help with your challenge is to focus on this new thing, whatever it may be. And it resonates with the underlying energy of this reading, which is the Ace of Wands, which is about creative adventures. It's your creative expression. It's also divine insight, divine inspiration, motivation. It's that force of life. We've got a map, we've got an ease or a paint palette, a book, a quill, what looks like a conductor music notes themselves. So, this is definitely a lot of creative expression. Maybe you've been feeling a little blocked from that, or maybe the way you've been seeing your life situation has been a bit of there's been some sort of blockage, I do feel, with that, but that's giving way by the look of this, and it's like starting to see the ideas come. It's really good. the inspiration is there. So what you don't see coming, Eight of Pentacles. So this is about paid work, but it's also skill development. And I do think mostly this is skill development. You've got the Page of Cups as well, a card of artistry. And then you have the Lovers, all in what you don't see coming. So what you don't see coming is an explosion of creative insight, creative inspiration. You're going to be creating something here, and in doing so, you're going to get, like, this person's got paint all over them. They get a little messy with the process. It's not a perfectly clean process. Like, you're going to get a little messy, and you're going to trial and error things and add things to the pot until you get the right concoction. That's the Eight of Pentacles right there. It keeps showing up and trialing different things, but creative expression is really important right now. Having a good ally in your workspace also might be something here, like somebody to create with could be the message here, especially given the Lovers is here. But the Lovers is also not always about another person, even though the Page of Cups is here. It could be about your commitment to the path of creativity of your workspace. So what you don't see coming is, more creative expression in your work, and skill development for sure. In the outcome, you have Temperance. It really goes with the Breathe card I'm about to read, but Temperance, the Moon, and the King of Pentacles. So there may be some underlying fears, illusions, beliefs that don't serve. That can definitely be here. But I feel like it's those kind of getting like that Seven of Cups energy as well, like murky emotion. But that needs to and will give way for the abundance you're creating through balance, a balanced approach. Temperance is a patience card, taking it nice and easy, like the turtle message, slow and steady wins the race. Connect back to your own personal power. With this moderation card in Temperance, I love this. So maybe you need to balance out some things. Examples are sweet treats with vegetables. We've got alcohol and lemon water. So if you've been just overindulging after the Christmas period, it might be time to just pull that up a little bit. There may very well be fears around this. Now I'm actually seeing it quite clearly with the cake. So there could be a little bit of struggle with pulling up that indulgence energy after coming out of Christmas. It happens to most of us. We have a little bit of fun, and then we're like, all right, let's listen to the body and the digestive system and give it what it really needs. So and in some of you it could be too much screen time. We've got a book there, like balancing out what you're digesting with your media or whatever, and what you're learning and reading. Like what are you consuming on more than one level. King of Pentacles, not just a very indulgent king, but he is also a provider and also a very successful person when it comes to business and career space, and like I already did say providing, but it's a very stabilizing energy and something you're creating. But you're going to need to create a lot of balance first, because I do feel like without that, the moon gets in the way. Like it'll just keep you off kilter so much that you may not be as effective as you'd like to, or solid as you'd like to be. But that's something I think you're already aware of. So you have the card, actually let's go to Breathe first. Let's go straight in for that one. And I asked for prosperity, so I'll read it to you from there. It says, you've worked long and hard, your dreams are coming to fruition, and you want to hurry things along. You are the slow one, moving languidly, yet still progressing right now, in a rhythm dictated by your authentic nature, the essence of your dream, and the will of the universe. Slow and steady wins the race, exactly as the turtle says. You will indeed win if you relax, stay the course, trust your intuition, and breathe. Because like coming back to the pressure of this, that you have in your week ahead, there's a little bit of fear in all of this. There's a lot of expectation, perhaps of yourself, but you need to just breathe through it all. Take it easy. That's what Temperance is here for as well. Like, look at this. Maybe you're needing a bit of yoga or to hold some mudras to invoke certain power. All right, you've got the card Compassion. Let's read that for you as well. This card is asking you to be more compassionate to yourself. Start to pay attention to your thoughts. Every time you have a critical thought about yourself, make an effort to replace the critical thought with a positive and loving one. You are a beautiful soul, and even though you may perceive that you are less than perfect, you are perfect just as you are. The physical world is simply spirit clothed in matter, and from a spiritual perspective, what we achieve in this life pales into insignificance compared to what we already are. In essence, you're an eternal being full of love and light, and even though in your mind things may not seem so, in actuality, you are perfect just as you are. The two birds on this card sing you a sweet song and ask you to love yourself. There's nothing to fix. You just need to love and accept yourself. With a little compassion, you will see how special and beautiful you really are. It's another just message to be gentle and breathe through things. You are creating something wonderful for yourself and likely for other people. Yeah, there's no need for pressure. Enjoy the becoming. Enjoy this, realizing what you are and who you are. You have also the card Solitude. It might be something really supportive and beneficial for you right now, a little time on your own. You may feel, take what resonates of course, you may feel that you are constantly connected to technology, your phone or other people. You may be longing to disconnect from some of the external hullabaloo. Choosing to have some downtime has nothing to do with feeling sad, lonely or antisocial. Spending time alone can help you discover yourself and benefit your mental and physical well-being. Solitude can help you remember who you are. Even when you think you know yourself, when you take a little space, you may learn something new or find something you would like to have more of in your life. The noise of the world may have caused you to go into a rote reaction where you shield your feelings to keep yourself safe. When you spend time alone, you can assess your life and look at your role in relationships. You may also recall that you are responsible for taking care of your needs for love and happiness. Time alone each day can help you develop clarity and create the space you need to stand independently. And I feel like that segue goes really well with the card of Clarify Your Desires. And that's the self-care card is cut through the confusion, use your intuition to guide you, being very clear about what it is you want and speak on it. You've got the throat chakra here. Throat chakra isn't always about the yang express, it's also about receiving information, listening, learning. So the throat chakra is here for you to support you with your clarifying your decisions, and you also have crystal healing that would be very beneficial for you at this time as well. So I just thought to myself in this moment, what am I going to do to finish this reading? I feel like it's time for a pendulum. We haven't done it in a little bit. So yeah, there was no warning for that. It just came to me in this second. So let's do it. Can I see what yes is going to be for my group ones? Very nice. And can I see, hang on, yep. Can I see a no now? What's no? Beautiful, very clear. And an answer for group 2. Obviously pause if you need more time. I did spring that on you, but what's the answer for group 1's question? Done. Yeah, it's a yes. It was sort of doing a little bit of maybe circles, maybe giving you time to think of your question, I don't know, but it's definitely going to a nice little yes there. Hopefully a supportive yes for you, but always use discernment with a tool like that. But that's what I have for you, group 1. I hope it's supportive. Keep your eye out for my live. I'm going to be posting when I know what date and time I've got for it. I actually have to replace my laptop first. But anyway, great start to the year. But yeah, as soon as I've got that all up and working, I will get that live going and we can connect there, and I look forward to seeing some of you there. That's what I have, group 1. Take it easy. Have a wonderful and gentle week. Be easy and gentle with yourself. Breathe and create and enjoy. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye. Hey, group 2. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this sweet little turtle with the red shell. So this sweet little turtle has a cute story. I got to catch up with my dad over the holidays, and he's a support worker, and one of his clients made this little turtle. So they got chosen for the collective readings because there's 3 turtles, so you know, makes perfect sense. But I'm connecting these turtles to, of course, the message of slow and steady wins the race, having a nice pace. We know the story of the tortoise and the hare, that sort of thing. But the red, I'm going to connect to the root chakra, and I have in my book here a couple of affirmations that might be supportive for you. And they are: I am supported by Mother Earth. I'm deeply rooted and connected to my body. I am centered and grounded. I am safe. I am present and aware. I have everything I need. And I'm just hearing as well, I am supported. That's another one there. So I think maybe that's something you need to remind yourself of, or affirmations you can lean into at the moment. But let's jump into this reading, group 2. I've got a pendulum for you so you can think of your question. I'll ask that at the end. But immediately the energies in your reading I can see is Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Aries. So those could be you, someone you deal with. doesn't matter too much. Let's start with the past energy. So we're starting out with the Strength card. Strength usually comes when we are challenged. So the past energy, you may have been going through some challenges, but you are determined to overcome them. I'm not even going to touch on what these might be, because I really feel like you know what they are. But it's something you're really coming through. We have the Star next and the Empress. So past energies, all major arcana. Things could have been unfolding in a way that sort of changes the trajectory of your life, or like there could be just really big shifts happening at the moment with all this major arcana, or just recently. But what I'm seeing here is a deepening of the way you care for, love and respect yourself, your body. If you have children, pets or dependents of any kind, it's this energy of really nurturing and stepping up to the plate there. You may be working on some of your own inner child wounds here. There's a lot of a message of children here. Some of you may be conceiving on a conception or pregnancy journey. Maybe someone here's recently found out they're pregnant, or someone in the family is. There's a lot going on here around nurturing and healing. The Star is a card of renewal of hope and feeling optimism, return after a time of challenge. Strength, remember, strength is there. So it's like things are starting to feel a little nourishing again, perhaps. There's been, actually, as I look directly at the cards above them, we got two from this deck. It's emotions and space clearing, and there is a heaviness in the energy, in the images. Actually, the next card as well, I'm just going to hold them all up. You've got sensitivity also, and the face expression does speak to quite a lot, I'm sure you can see. So there's definitely some, like even this one here is like there's maybe been some pretty intense times emotionally or just energetically, but you're working through that and you're finding a more nurturing path. As we progress into the week ahead, let's see what the week ahead holds. We start with the Seven of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So for some of you, this can be a few things. This can be you and yourself, or it can be dealing with other characters in your week ahead. I don't know, it could also be both for many of you, but Seven of Wands, with this energy, it's like you may be dealing with a conversation that's uncomfortable with someone who is maybe younger than you, whether that's emotionally younger or age not younger, whatever. There's a level of immaturity in these cards, given that we've got Page and Knight here. And then with the Seven of Wands, a defensive energy, it's like maybe you're challenged by someone who is not really being very mature at the moment. That could be the case for some of you. Now, really, there's so many different ways to read this, so if that doesn't resonate, that's fine. I can also see here that you may also be challenged by your own struggles, what the strength came up about, and trying to learn more about how to implement the life you want or the actions you want. And consistently, because the Knight of Wands is a hot and cold energy. So you may find this week ahead that you're a little stop and start. There could be momentum on some moments, and then other moments where there's just none, and you may just need to listen to that. Now, and there's another layer here as well. If that's not about you and it's not about dealing with an immature person, it could be about feeling like you've got to keep your eye on a situation. There could be someone in your life who's sort of been in and out with you. This is again that hot and cold energy. This could be someone else who maybe they're an impulsive person, but you may have been keeping your eye on them, or vice versa. This person could be keeping their eye on you. There's, with the next cards, Five of Pentacles, Page Hierophant, it may be like there's been a separation and it's hard to move on or accept or clear that, or the energy, the residual of that relationship, whether that's friend, romance, whatever it might be. Some of you, it's an interesting one, group two, because I feel like everyone's going to relate to this in a very personal and very different way. And I hope I'm touching on as many sort of different paths as I can here for everyone connecting. But ultimately, there's a bit of live wire is the word coming to mind when I look at this energy, like a bit of a live wire that needs taming. We're needing grounding, probably why the root chakra turtle is for you. Take it easy, ground yourself where you can, because this is a lot of static energy I'm getting. With the Five of Pentacles and the Hierophant as well, there could be a sense of like feeling ostracized was the word just come to mind. It's not what I wanted to say, but it could relate to someone. There's like a like feeling like you don't belong in a community, or trying to find where you belong in your tribe, your community, something like that. You could be feeling a little isolated and alone, reflecting on betrayals of the past or relationships of the past and wondering, where do I fit? What do I need to learn? Where am I going? I really feel like not all of this is going to resonate with everyone. This is one of those reads I think you'll need to just take what does, and understand how it fits you. But with this in particular, I do feel like you're looking for a place of belonging. Maybe there's a new class you want to start, or learn a new skill, or a community you want to join and you haven't quite found them yet, but you're working towards that. I do feel like you are being led towards a community. Or some sort of skill development. Maybe you're going to study something else, or you're going to start a new job perhaps. There's the Five of Pentacles as a card of poor health as well. Some of you might be a little under the weather and you're needing some herbs, or you're needing to see a naturopath or something to help you with that, because this is a kind of like an apothecary card. I really, really love the energy of this card, and this person is like, Five of Pentacles is a card of lack or financial struggle. Maybe this is about organizing your finances, seeing a financial advisor or someone to help you with investments, or someone to help with a loan. Maybe someone needs to get a loan in this group. Like, yeah, there's so many little details it could be. Five of Pentacles is a card of lack. And yeah, I really feel like you might be like leaving behind a relationship or a group or something, and just feeling a little lost as you sort of rediscover where you're headed. Gosh, what it could be for you, I have no idea, but you will. And just finishing off the end of your week, you have got the World and the Nine of Cups. This is a beautiful energy to see. It shows that if you feel a little lost or challenged, or this static energy around you, or you're feeling defensive, or you're dealing with BS or whatever it is, whether that's your own BS or someone else's, we're completing that cycle. And what I feel with this as well is a lot of you just can't wait to get to the end of a certain cycle you're going through. Maybe it's a financial cycle, maybe it's other, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel, or there's definitely a closure of this cycle with the World card and the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Also a message of happy birthday to anyone having a birthday coming up this week or soon, because often when this card comes up, there's always someone that comments that it's their birthday. So happy birthday to you. But yeah, outside of that message, it is a message of wish fulfillment, divine wishes coming true. And I see it's been challenging, but this past energy of the Strength, Star and Empress, it's like the little shifts you've been making to hold on to hope and to nurture yourself. Even though you're still maybe going through challenge, it makes all the difference in this outcome of bringing your wishes to fulfillment. There's something you want and it's coming. It hasn't come yet. Some of you may feel like that's the thing, like you want something now, or you're disappointed in what is, but that's probably why we've got a need for space clearing, and you might be feeling ultra sensitive to other people and the energy around you at the moment. You feel a little, like want to stay nice and grounded right now. So in the area of challenge, we've got the Four of Cups, Nine of Wands. Four of Cups, she is a card of pessimism, disappointment, feeling upset or not really seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, not really seeing the silver lining yet, not seeing the gift that's right here. There is a gift in this situation. So the challenge is just like sort of trying to let go of the disappointments, the empty cups, and see that there is actually a gift. Maybe you feel too tired or untrusting that good things are coming. Some people might be in a bit of a dark place at the time of this reading. Others, maybe it's not that heavy, but you can still relate in some way, that there's a bit of resistance, a bit of self-protection going on. And the challenge is like just trying to move past that and grasp the good blessings that are trying to reach you. What will help with the challenge? I love it. You've got that Ace of Cups, right? What will help with the challenge is look up, right? To the cup that is overfilled around you. Fill your own cup, perhaps. If the cup is empty, fill it. What can you do to fill it? We've got the Six of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles here as well. What will help with your challenge is filling your own cup emotionally, rising to your challenges. If you've got a fitness goal or challenge this year or this week, this month, this moment, New Year's resolution or not, doesn't matter. Strive to reach your goals. Six of Wands is public victory as well. Let people see what you're up to if you want, if you feel like that. Share your ideas, share your work that you've been doing, promote yourself. Maybe some of you are like influencers or people that, Maybe you cook beautiful food and you could share that and give other people inspiration without the influencer tag, like whatever your thing is, like just like share what you're doing, share your accomplishments. Don't be afraid to show yourself. You know, maybe you want to reinvent yourself a little bit at the moment, and that would be really good for you. Whether it's dressing differently or just like a little bit more self-expression. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is potentially a purchase of something, but often it's a new beginning. It's sort of putting the foundational stone down. So new beginnings, new love, and like kind of a glow up perhaps as well, like letting yourself be successful, like grabbing onto how you can climb out of whatever challenge you face. It's like, well, one is disappointment, pessimism, and just being a victim. And the other is, you know what, I'm brilliant and I can do this, or whatever it is that fills your cup and gets you going. Make a start, join that group, you know, meet with that person, sign up for that course, you know, book in a massage, a facial, a personal trainer, a dietitian, whatever it is, you know, whatever it is that's going to support your dreams. What you don't see coming is a beautiful burst of energy with the Ace of Wands, a creative energy, and then the Two of Cups. You've also got the Four of Wands. So this shows me that you're going to be finding connection and companionship, whether it's romantic or not. There is a burst of life. It's like being divinely guided to a community that you can resonate with. Some of you might be finding a companion, whether that's one single companion, friend, romantic or otherwise. Like I said, what you don't see coming is that connection to community as well. So this is soulful community. Some of you already have partnership, then perhaps it's a deepening of your connection, or things changing in the home space, or just enjoying this week of time with family, connection, loved ones and home. But others of you, this is like a totally new thing coming in that you don't see coming. It could be that you follow a creative burst of inspiration, whether it's to make something new or to exercise or something with this fire energy, and it leads you towards support, connection and community. So they definitely, especially if you resonate with that message of leaving a community behind, or feeling a little isolated, or wondering, where do I belong in this world? When am I going to find connection or understanding or a tribe? Or if that resonates, you know, I see that coming, or there's emphasis around support, love and companionship. In the outcome, we have the Four of Pentacles, Emperor, Two of Pentacles. The outcome shows that you are knuckling down. That's what I got here with this one. Four of Pentacles is about saving your money, conserving your energy, keeping things private. This person's like maybe doing a bit of a stock take, a clear out. I kind of get like a moving house vibe when I see this sometimes as well. She's definitely doing a spring clean. Maybe we've got a bone broth on the go or something here, I'm not sure. But it's like work to be done. It's like building the foundations, not getting the what is it? I don't know, the recognition, or not building upon the foundation yet, but just working at the ground level, getting things organized, creating more structure in your day, your week, your plan. Maybe you've got a goal and you've got a macro and you're turning it to the micro. What are the little steps that are going to get me there? It's that sort of thing. And Emperor here is, the Emperor. I mean, this is somebody who is very accomplished and has all the diplomacy and capability of creating their whole entire empire. This is somebody who's dependable, who's resilient, capable, abundant. This person's got all the skills required. And with the Two of Pentacles as well, you may be juggling a lot on your plate in that sense, like getting it all done, kind of being very self-reliant here as well. You might be leaning more on yourself to get things done, and that's okay too. If you need help, by all means ask for it, but I think there's a lot of things that you can support yourself with. Two of Pentacles, as I said, like, you can be a bit of a juggling act and feeling like you're just keeping your head above water at times, like maybe there's a lot on your plate, but it's also a card of change, or making a decision to rebalance things so that your energy flows to where your priorities are, like reprioritizing in a way. Some of you also might have the message of cooking more, working from home, spring cleaning, like as the imagery is. But I say cooking more because in your self-care cards, you've actually got cook more. Reduce the urge to eat out and cook more meals at home. And usually this time of year, a lot of people are enjoying a lot of easier foods. I know we've definitely cooked a lot less over the last few weeks, but yeah, it's time. Been enjoying getting back in the kitchen and cooking more nourishing foods, because it's definitely more nourishing when you cook from home. And then also this card here, actually, where you've got level up, start small, start today, just start. And that's the Emperor energy, right? Level up, like this is your time to shine. And you've got the Six of Pentacles here as well, reminding you like there's maybe something you need to begin. Maybe it's a health kick. Maybe it's a new way of loving yourself. Maybe it's something else. But it's definitely time to level up, the Emperor energy. And I've actually got one more that really suits this with the Four of Pentacles. These are all your outcome energies, by the way. They really match your self-care cards. You've got start saving. Four of Pentacles is about conserving your finances and energy, your resource. Having some savings behind you will make you feel more at ease, especially seeing the Five of Pentacles there. Some of you might be needing to just pull in the belt a little bit. Christmas time does that. It's normal. You can replenish whatever you've spent, whatever unexpected bills have come, you will replenish that. Just keep it nice and simple. Cooking from home saves a lot of money too. And you also actually have heart chakra while I'm connecting to all of this, which really supports what will help with your challenge in the Ace of Cups. This is about fulfilling your heart, having compassion and kindness to yourself. Actually, let's go in for the heart chakra affirmations too. It says, I am kind, generous and compassionate. I forgive myself and others. I am loving awareness. That's a Ram Dass quote if you'd like to check Ram Dass out. If you feel like you'd like some more support in how to be loving awareness, check Ram Dass out. But anyway, I deserve love. I am grateful. I love myself as I am in this moment. It's a handy little affirmation list. So let's jump into your oracles. You're starting out with these two. I think I did touch on already, emotions and space clearing. So you may just in the imagery, the depth of the ocean, the darkness, the leaves flowing, the expressions on her face may really speak to you. Emotions, a pool of suppressed emotions lies trapped within you and it's time to release them. There's no need to worry, you can do this safely. It is beneficial for you to express your feelings, allow them to surface. It's okay for you to open your heart chakra over there. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. The best medicine is to empty yourself of everything. This is a time for healing old wounds, a time for renewal, a time of profound and positive transformation. A raging sea of emotions will soon abate and love will fill your heart. Courage, strength, and patience are required. You are supported by a sea of divine light that surrounds you. The current events are being driven by invisible wheels of love, and you are immersed in a great ocean of light. A great and positive transformation is occurring in my life. It is safe for me to be in touch with my emotions. It is safe for me to express my feelings. Space clearing. Let's see that one for you. An ethereal wind blows and begins to clear away old negative thoughts and feelings. I can see how it's been a little bit like that for you, and I can see how it's clearing in the tarot. It may feel a little disconcerting at first, but this clearing creates the space for positive and harmonious energies to enter. You're advised to stop dwelling on the past, for this will not change anything. Regret serves no purpose other than to make you unhappy. It also blocks positive new energies from entering your life. The following process can help you clear and transform you. Close your eyes and imagine a warm, soft light within your heart center. Breathe in the light, and as you exhale, breathe out all negative thoughts and feelings. Just let it all go and then breathe in light again and repeat the process for a few minutes. Gentle, slow, and rhythmic. Breathing in and out, letting go and clearing your heart and mind. Now imagine a beam of rainbow light flowing into your heart and another beam of light flowing through your mind. Feel this colored light calm you, heal you, and clear your thoughts. Imagine yourself now as a tranquil pond surrounded by lilies, beautiful flowers and trees. It feels as though time stands still and you realize deep within your heart that the present is all that matters. You might like to do an actual guided meditation. You know, there's plenty of those out there on YouTube, whatever you feel drawn to. It might be really, really nourishing actually, I think, to go on just a little inward journey, reconnect with self, clear some things, and just enjoy that space that you find inside of you, nurturing and reconnecting. I think that would be really, really nice for you. You have the card sensitivity, and we see that already in this reading. This might be a time when you are feeling ultra sensitive, and please do be very gentle with yourself. Something that might be really beneficial is to plan a vacation, even if it's for down the track. It doesn't matter when the vacation is. It might be nice to have something to work towards, or and if you have the capacity to do it sooner, it might be something really beneficial just to go to a different place and reset yourself. when we go to different places, we kind of have different thoughts. I don't know if I'm going to go into that one. I feel like it really speaks to itself. Yeah, I feel like you are naturally already a very empathic and sensitive person. So, and when you're already going through your own inner things that are coming up, I've been feeling called to look at Chiron lately, and any things that are aspecting Chiron that might be beneficial to look at for you as well. Like, what house is Chiron? It's currently in Aries. You know, what sign and house was it for you in your natal chart? And yeah, there's a little of exploring that could be helpful there, because Chiron is the wounded healer. We have the card To the Sea as well, and it's kind of similar with this vacation. Maybe your vacation is over on an island, or you need to go on a boat to get there. But anyway, this card I wanted a prosperity message, so I'm going to read that one for you. Everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. The true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents and abilities, and most importantly, your core beliefs. Everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in your outer one. When grateful to serve, you align your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness, and you can expect miracles. Everything you need will come to you easily. If you are really struggling with that, I highly recommend kinesiology, and that's something we can do at a distance. Unless you're local to me, come on round. Would love to see you here. Kinesiology is one of those things that really supports us with healing and clearing beliefs that do not support our most prosperous life. Even if we don't really know what it is, that we just let the body speak, and that's what's so amazing about that modality. And again, if anyone's had support in that way and it's supported them, please share it below. It helps people understand what the modality is and what it can do for you, because it's one of those things that not enough people know. And there's probably a good reason for that, because it actually works. Anyway, we also have, we've already read these actually. These are your self-care cards. I'll hold them up again. You've got that level up, start small, start today. Just start cooking more at home and having a bit of a finance plan, savings plan. Keeping things simple and filling your cup, compassion, forgiveness, softness. Let's jump into the pendulum for group 2. Take time to pause if you need more time, but let's have a look. What is a yes going to be for my group 2s? Beautiful. And what is a no going to be? Very clear. And can I see what the answer for group 2's question is? It's doing a bit of a maybe. Group 2's question. Yeah. Just give it a little bit more. It's doing very much maybe sort of circles. So maybe it is that the question is not meant to be answered, not meant to be known. There's some reason why it's not giving a clear answer, and we're just going to accept that and let it go. Anything we need to know will be revealed as we need to know it. And sometimes maybe the question could be fear-based and it doesn't support us to ask that question. I don't know what it is, but it's a maybe. So we'll leave that there. Hopefully clarity comes in around your question soon. And sorry that I didn't give it, but that's okay. I'm sure you'll actually find it in your own heart. So group 2, that's what I have for you in this reading. I'm just being drawn actually to the moon card here. There's definitely some deep subconscious things going on to be cleared at this time. It's a bit of a deep diving time, and we just had the Cancer moon. That's right, we just had a full moon in Cancer. Damn, that's actually my natal moon, and did I feel it? Oi. So yeah, be gentle with yourself. There's definitely things coming up from deep under the surface to the surface, and don't be afraid to just nurture and love yourself through any of that. Yeah, take little steps to really, whatever that 6 of Wands is, build yourself up, climb that mountain, go for that hike, invest in that thing. Yeah, love yourself deeply. That's what I have group 2. Keep your eye out for my live. I'm going to be doing it soon. I just need to get my laptop fixed and then we can get started on that one. Yeah, I'll announce the live as soon as I know what date and everything's technologically back in place. I had a little mishap with my laptop the other day, but anyway, keep on going. Yeah, keep your eye out for the live. I look forward to connecting to you all on that live and announcing the winner for the session that we do every year. So yeah, take care, group 2. Talk to you all soon. Bye. Hey, group 3, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the sweet little orange turtle, then this will be your reading. So the cute little turtles actually came from well, on the holidays I caught up with my dad. He's a support worker, and one of his clients made these, along with some little pyramids that will make their appearance on the channel as well eventually. 3 turtles, 3 pyramids. What else are they going to be used for, of course? So yeah, sweet little turtle from my dad's client. So this is, I'm associating the orange to the sacral chakra. Group 1 and 2 had the root chakra and solar plexus colors, so I'm just going with those lower chakras at the moment. So I've got a couple of affirmations in here that I will read to you. Maybe something there's stands out that you could lean into. So one is, I am creative and playful. I embrace my sexuality. I express my emotions in a healthy and balanced way. Creative energy flows through me freely. I attract people who respect me. I am worthy of respect. Beautiful. Yeah, creative self-expression is the sacral chakra often. So maybe that's something that you're leaning into more of. Maybe you've got a little bit of a plan for the new year to be more creative. But anyway, group 3, let's jump in. Some of the signs I can see here is Virgo, Cancer, Libra. Got Aquarius here, as well as Taurus and Sagittarius. And then the fixed signs, which is Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio and Taurus. So yeah, it could be you, someone you deal with, but doesn't matter too much. I'm going to do the pendulum for you if you'd like to think about what your question will be. I will do that at the end. But let's start with the past energy, group 3. Sorry if I said group 1, I don't know, but group 3, the Hermit, the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Cups in your past energy. So what I'm seeing here is somebody who you've been on quite the journey and maybe feeling a little isolated in that journey in particular. The Hermit is somebody who has been soul searching and just exploring their own inner world, taking time out for themselves. Maybe you resonate with that. Maybe you've been on a bit of a pilgrimage or a journey on your own. Maybe you felt a little isolated in the more shadow energy of this card. Maybe it's been really fulfilling for you, but either way, it does seem like you've needed to have some time on your own for whatever reason. And usually when that comes up, there's something special about it, even if we resist that time on our own to work through things. 10 of Wands shows that you have definitely been working through some of the heavy things that you've been carrying lately. And some of you have been striving very hard to create luck in your life. I don't know, I'm just drawn to the ladybug for that one, but wish fulfillment in total for that card. It is wish fulfillment. So, you know, maybe you have been striving very hard on your own to create the wishes that you wish to see, wishes you wish to see in this life. Maybe you've recently had some sort of good fortune wish fulfillment. The next card is actually the Wheel of Fortune. So things look like they are turning for you, and I can see that in the energy of your week ahead. Maybe it's not like the recent week, maybe it's been over the whole last year. You know, the timeline will be different for everyone, but it's just past energy. You've been going through something really heavy on your own, and there's something you've really wanted, but the wheel is turning. So we can see that this wish fulfillment is currently here. It's coming in, or it's already here. Maybe you've already seen signs of the blessings that are coming for you, but the wheel is turning. And we have the Chariot next as well. So beautiful energy to show that you are leading with positivity. You're leading with light. You've got the duality of these horses here, but you're leading with a higher awareness. You know, you understand duality in situations, but you're stepping above something. I feel like you've got more confidence in the direction ahead as we progress into this week, because the energy is like you can feel the shift. Probably a very welcome shift for many. You know, a lot of people are like, just can't wait to get out of the energy of the snake year and into the fire horse. I'm seeing 100 million posts about it, but it's not until February 17 until that, I think it's 17, that the Chinese New Year changes over to the horse. But And then we actually have a horse here too. Actually, we've got a few horses, come to think of it, in this particular deck. So yeah, it might be very much that you're waiting for that energy to kick over. There's interesting about the story of the Jade Emperor in the Chinese zodiac is that the snake is beating the horse, and it hides in the bushes right at the finish line and jumps out and scares the horse and then finishes across the line. And then that's the snake year, and then the horse crosses, and then that's the horse year. And it makes me wonder, like, do we need to be watching the bushes a little bit for a snake to jump out right before we kick over that line? I don't know. Worth noticing, but not, holding that too strongly, because of course could just be an idea. Definitely something I've reflected on, and it's been a rocky start to the year, but let's keep going. And in the week ahead also, you have got the Justice card, so you can really see as you move forward, things are balancing out. There's definitely a change of season. What I noticed on this Wheel of Fortune before very much was the snow, and it makes me feel like your winter is coming to an end. Not your literal season perhaps, or maybe it is perhaps, yeah, actually those in the northern hemisphere, you are coming to the end of winter. And you can expect a beautiful springtime for you. There's a lot of new growth. In your week ahead, you're also seeing Four of Wands, Two of Cups, Knight of Wands. So there's more connection in community, in your home space. If you have a loving relationship, you might find more joy or connection in that relationship. For those that are single, you may actually meet someone soon. Two of Cups is here. There's support here. Knight of Wands can be very passionate and coming out of nowhere, very enthusiastic energy. Maybe it's your energy as well, of course, because you've actually got the enthusiasm card. I've just remembered when I said enthusiastic, I'm like, hang on a minute, that word is here somewhere. You've got the enthusiasm card, I'll read for you shortly. But what it looks like is a real change in the energy coming off this isolated, soul-searching journey that feels really heavy into momentum, and it really sounds like the snake to the horse, honestly. But you've got here a lot of beautiful energy in the home space. Maybe for some of you might actually be getting a pet coming in. I don't know why, I just felt like someone's getting a pet in the home, but it could be anything here. This is companionship of all kinds, and it could be romantic for some. So particularly if you're even if you're in a relationship, like I said, it could be a deepening of connection, going on a nice date, reconnecting to that sacral energy together, finding more depth of intimacy, sacred sexuality, expression, creative flow together, whatever it might be. But there's definitely support here. So in the area of challenge, you've got the Three of Wands, the Eight of Cups. It's like to me, well, first of the Three of Wands was out, and I can see how that's the challenge. We're looking to a resplendent future that's not here yet. So the challenge very well could be that you know that there's good things coming. It's just got to wait for them or align with them. Take little different choices that help bring that in. But then we have the Eight of Cups here as well. So I do feel like they're separate but joined in a way. So the challenge is also letting go of what has been, letting go of the year behind you, maybe even letting go of significant relationships that have shaped your path but aren't coming ahead with you into 2026. These could also be, it doesn't have to be relational, it could be addiction cycles, unhealthy patterns, whatever it is, something that's just not working for you any longer. Maybe it's a job role that just doesn't resonate. Whatever it is a challenge to let it go because it's all that you've known. And it's a challenge to look to the future because you don't know what's coming. And that's the challenge. But what will help with the challenge is to leap into new experiences, the Fool and the Star, to have hope for really resplendent is the word. I think there's going to be a lot of replenishment for you in this year. I don't know what happened last year, and maybe it was a real, what do we mean maybe? I've been reading Group 3 for years now, and this last year has been a doozy. If you are a devotee to Group 3, you'll know. And I've said that many times, probably sick of hearing it. It has been a journey. And there's been weeks where it's been beautiful and light, and there's been many blessings, but it's not been an easy road. And so this year looks like I'm going to do a look into 2026 reading when I feel that's right. I will do it hopefully within the next couple of weeks, I think. It might replace a weekly, it might be a bonus, depending on what I've got the time for, but yeah, we do need to do a 2026 insight reading, and I do really feel like you can expect good things in that year. I feel like this is going to be a good time for you, but you do need to be open to new experiences. You do need to be willing to take leaps of faith, take a little risk here and there, and with the hopes that it's all actually aligning for you so beautifully. The lotuses in this water here talk about finding spiritual insight through calm, you know. In the area of what you don't see coming, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Six of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Empress, sorry, not Queen of Cups. I feel like these could be separate and entwined. You've got new things going on in your career space or your skill development area. Eight of Pentacles, maybe it's a promotion, or you're just seeing your business take off if you're a business owner, or you're like taken a new career path, whatever it is. There's like maybe you're signing a contract with a different company or a sponsor or something like that, like a product provider. I don't know. There's something going on in your workspace that could be a bit of a deal that happens. Outside of that as well, some of you might also be moving into the role of a teacher. There could be some things going on from the past. You may hear from someone from the past you didn't expect. Maybe it's to do with your mother here with the Empress, or family members. It could also be a past relationship. It could be an ex reaching out, although it doesn't feel too strong in that area. In fact, I don't even think that's correct as I say that. It doesn't feel right. Maybe for someone, but as I'm saying, I'm like, I don't know if anyone is reaching out. You could just be very reflective of the past, of past relationships and how they've shaped you, whether that's your childhood with your mum, the relationship with your mum, how you value yourself, how you value or treat women, or, you know, whatever it is. There's something here to do with the past, with your childhood, possibly past relationship. I don't know that it is communication coming in. Like I said, I don't think so. I think it's more about sort of letting go and healing and moving forward. Some of you, this could be like something from your past that's to do with your business area, not relational. Maybe it's an idea or a dream you had in the past and it's actually coming to life. You're working on it, you're building it. So something you once wanted to do, maybe you thought you couldn't, but you're coming to show that you can. You're seeing that you can, and it's what you don't see coming. It's a lot of abundance and growth. Definitely things connected to the past and family, and higher learning and education here as well. So I think you're also like going to see some of the skills you've developed really showing. Like your mastery is going to manifest in a way that's like, wow, I actually did that, and that's really, really nice. Yeah, you're doing some good things here, I see. In the outcome, you've got the Six of Wands, the Temperance, and the World. Gorgeous cards. It's time for your success. It's time for you to shine. You're being crowned by this beautiful floral wreath. People are celebrating your success. It is a time for calm and healing as you move into a new cycle. Things are balancing out for you. Again, the snow thawing, isn't it? And the flowers are going to be shooting soon. So yeah, many of you coming into your springtime, whether that's seasonal literally or, you know, on a more personal level. The World is a symbol of an end of a cycle and the beginning of something else. You need to be a little patient as you grow into this new cycle, but don't be afraid to show yourself of what you're capable of, who you are. Lots of enthusiasm, being drawn back to enthusiasm card, and I'm seeing the card Good Fortune. So yeah, this is definitely a time exploring more of who you are and letting that shine. So let's go straight into that Good Fortune card. I'll read through your oracles now. Actually, I've got this page marked, so I'm going to go straight with this one. The other card you had was questioning your beliefs, then we'll go to Good Fortune after. So something may have caused you to falter, and it seems like things may be getting too difficult. You may start to examine or question your beliefs and realize perhaps they're the source of the problem. Look at your beliefs objectively and try to identify the ones that restrict you in some way. These beliefs keep you from experiencing greater joy. We generally inherit our beliefs from our family, friends, and society. That's actually interesting in what you don't see coming, because the Hierophant can be very societal, Empress is very, and Six of Cups is a family of origin, and then the Eight of Pentacles is like forging new beliefs, forging a new self, you know, like one chick at a time, like who am I and how do I show up, and yeah. As such, we took them for granted and without question, the beliefs. It is now time to free yourself of the beliefs that no longer serve or support you. Pay particular attention to those beliefs that stem from fear. Do you really need these? If not, then replace these beliefs with new loving ones. This may also be a good time to study other cultures and diversify your knowledge and awareness. Explore anything with an open mind. You will find that life is rich and colourful tapestry of endless truths and viewpoints. The affirmations are: I replace all negative beliefs with new loving beliefs. I let go of the fear that no longer serves a purpose in my life, and my heart and mind are open to new ideas and experiences. If you are struggling with beliefs, and I know I touch on it from time to time, kinesiology is the most amazing modality at letting your body speak and reveal just what those are and creating balance. And of course, if you have experienced that with that modality, please share below. It helps other people understand how it can help them. So your other card is good fortune. And that's probably why I wanted to follow on from that, because I do feel like, you know, addressing these beliefs is going to bring you the good fortune. It makes sense that we go this way. Good fortune soon flows through your life like a great river, and the world begins to feel a bit like an exotic playground. Interesting, we've got that learn another culture. There's a message of exotic. Some of you might be meeting someone from another culture. There might be like a partner coming in. It's definitely for someone that really enriches your life or your world, or opens your mind, whether it's not from a different culture, just different life experience and background. It really like opens your world. I think that's coming, whether it's in the week ahead, like someone meeting someone immediately, or we're kind of touching on that year ahead. Anyway, an exotic playground. The lady featured on this card represents balance, grace, wisdom, intrigue, and mystery. Boredom will soon be a thing of the past, as each moment brings new and exciting things. Maybe some of you are going to be traveling. Enjoy this time in knowing that heaven smiles and showers you with many blessings. Rich, beautiful experiences are in store for you, interwoven in a colourful tapestry of love. My life is a colourful tapestry of rich experiences. I'm grateful for my good fortune. And that brings us to enthusiasm. Yes, I love it. One of the most attractive qualities you can possess is enthusiasm. When you're enthusiastic, you attract all kinds of opportunities and relationships. Your positivity will imbue your intonation and body language, intention and message with an uplifting quality. Enthusiasm for solving, creating, connecting, overcoming and achieving will make your interactions more enjoyable, and you will accomplish more. Even the small amount of positivity will begin to change your mindset, so it's more upbeat, and this will enable your enthusiasm. Most situations are easier to address when you approach them with enthusiasm. You might find it beneficial to listen to some prominent motivational speakers. Enthusiasm is infectious and stimulating, so you may feel invigorated and eager to tackle new projects or current issues. Or you might like to connect with enthusiastic individuals and ask them about what they are excited about, as it might inspire you. Acting as if you're enthusiastic, even when you are not feeling that way, can help shift your emotions. Eventually, your feelings will catch up with your actions and intention, and you will genuinely be motivated and enthusiastic. Sounds like getting to the gym, doesn't it? You're just going to just do it, and then eventually the momentum comes. Getting plenty of sleep, drinking lots of water, exercising, spending time outdoors, eating well will help you keep your body up and assist with your enthusiasm level. Be mindful of the music you listen to and the shows you watch, as negative input can deplete your energy and passion for life. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Increasing your motivation and enthusiasm will bring more joy, calm, and connection to your world. Beautiful. So I also got a card from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I asked for prosperity for you this time, and you've got unfinished symphony. Make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. Perhaps you've created something special that will increase your sense of abundance and bring you opportunities for wealth. However, if you don't see it through, it won't add up to anything but more clutter. Now is the time to put your nose to the grindstone and complete some tasks that have accumulated. Pay your bills, sign the documents, do your filing, hand in an assessment, complete a work of art. Tie up the loose ends so you can move forward with surety, knowing you're on the prosperous path and feeling refreshed and excited about the future. I love this whole reading. It's really like, yeah, it's probably the most flowing reading this week. Maybe you've come from 1 and 2 and you know what's there, but group through 3 feels like something's kind of giving way and there's momentum happening. So your self-care cards, before I ask the pendulum for your question, we have let go and move on. Don't allow the past to prevent you from moving forward. That was mentioned in another reading, another oracle card. I'm not sure which one, but yeah. You've got shadow work. Uncover every part of you that has been repressed and abandoned. There's a lot of self-exploration in this reading, especially opening up with the Hermit. There's a lot to explore. You've got take a vacation. That could be really beneficial for you. If you've already got one planned, it's going to be a good time. Otherwise, it might be nice to plan one, even if it's months away or a year away. Just a nice little thing to work towards, a little getaway. It could be all that you need. And again, self-exploration, kind of with like the shadow work there too. Peel off the false persona and get to know yourself to find your truth. Yeah, you really are going through a bit of a refresh here by the look of it, and coming, like letting who you really are come out to shine. 6 of Wands in the end of your reading, right? So that's what's going on for group 3, and it looks really, really welcomed. So let's have a look at the question we have here. Can I see what yes is going to look like, please? Thank you, Divine Creator. Gorgeous. And can I see what no is going to look like? Wow. It's like stopped in its tracks to swing the other way. That's, instead of like, you know, kind of momentum in that direction, it just like stopped. And anyway, the answer for group 3's question that they're holding. It's very small, but it's a no. Something about it feels small. I don't know why. You might. Yeah, it's definitely the no direction. Anything else? Yeah, I don't know. Something about it is small. I don't know why. Small. Maybe because it's moving small, but it felt important to say small. And that could be relatable for you in some way. But yeah, it is a no, and hopefully that's supportive. But as always, use discernment with such a tool. Use discernment with everything. That's what I have for you though, group 3. Keep an eye out for my live I'm about to post once I get my laptop fixed. I can sort out what day I'm going to be doing that, and hopefully we can all sit together and do some live reads and announce the winner for the giveaway session that we do every year. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing who wins. Yeah, but that's all I have, group 3. I hope this has resonated with you and supports you in the week ahead, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Take care, group 3.